Hello. Steve G, hello. I am here. FTR. FTR. Is this working? Hello? Oh, yes, it is working. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. We are pro wrestling. Hey, good evening. We are starting off big with BBC and FTR. I'm super happy to see Cash Wheeler because I've been following his case, y'all. He was, okay, I don't know what this word means, and I was going to Google it, but I didn't look it up. But he was arraigned yesterday, arraigned for the road rage accident, or the road rage incident. But his court case isn't until May, so he isn't arrested just yet. Hello, Robert. Good evening. Good evening. I am super tired today. I feel like I'm tired every Wednesday. And it's because I live in Toronto and they always do garbage at 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, long story short, I need to move. Do you and Robert go way back, Steve? I have a feeling we're going to be getting the BBC and FTR in some capacity at Revolution. Maybe? I don't know. I guess they won't want to put FTR on the card. Well, that's not till March. So maybe they will. And his Cash Wheeler's court case isn't till May. So Robert, I have followed AEW since May 2021. I followed it right from the beginning. As soon as I heard Kenny Omega was a part of it, I jumped on it. And I think, yeah, I've watched every single episode consistently. We started off in... This is going to be a hard-hitting match, y'all. I didn't realize, like, either Claudio Castagnoli is huge or Dax is really short or a little bit of both. I cannot decide. I hope we get BCC and the Undisputed Kingdom at Blood and Guts. When is Blood and Guts? When does that happen again? Hello, Brandon. Hawkeye. Dax just tagged in Cash Wheeler. Blood and Guts is in June? Jesus. As long as Eddie Kingston's a part of it, that's all I care about. And I'm sure he will be. Jesus. Cash Wheeler taking out all his aggression from his court case with his head. I don't know. I just can't see the FTR BCC rivalry ending so soon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't see this being their last match. Hoi Hawk! Hoi! Everyone say hi, Hawk. You know, Cash's case sounds similar to Sonya. What is that? What do you mean? Sonya Deville? I think she had a pew that she wasn't licensed for. I think that was it. And that was because she was being stalked previously. Like there was that whole stalker that wanted to turn her straight. So I think that's why she had it. With Cash Wheeler, it sounds like, from what I've read, this other person says that they were just driving down the highway or down the street or something, and Cash just whipped it out and started waving it at him, which I don't know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm from Canada. You know, I've never seen anybody just for no apparent reason. Just actually, you know what? I've never seen it, but yeah, that definitely happens in road rage incidents. But I don't know. It just seems really weird to me. And he's pleading not guilty, right? So it's like, if there were video evidence of this happening, Cash Wheeler's lawyer would know because they have to give over all evidence, like both lawyers. And then that would be, if there was video evidence of it, he's not going to plead not guilty because then it's just going to make him look dumb, you know? So I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I might be wrong. Maybe he's pleading not guilty and I don't know. Somebody needs to break that down for me because I'm super confused about the entire thing. All I know is if he is found guilty for some reason, it is 5 years probation, 5 years in jail, and a $5,000 fine. Like up to, I'm sure you can get less for first offenses or whatever, but actually, the Sonya Deville case, the stalker of Sonya Deville, there is not a documentary, but somebody made like a kind of docu thing on YouTube, and I've been meaning to watch it. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, because I'm not 100% on what happened exactly, but I do know the person that was stalking her wanted to turn her straight, which is weird. That is not, stalking a woman is not going to turn her on to men. You know what I mean? Like, hello? Revolution has already sold 15,000 tickets. That is crazy. There's a page that I follow on Twitter called WrestleTix. Called WrestleTix, and they update it like every day for AEW, New Japan, TNA, and WWE. It's pretty cool to see how well wrestling is doing in 2024. Robert Luna is doing Revolution. I will be here. I'm actually going in between this and my YouTube video that I'm uploading right now for WrestleMania 25 is going up. I am on my reviews. I am on WrestleMania 26 next week, guys. That is crazy. I'm not going to make it to 39 by the time 40 comes, but I've come to terms with that. Whoa, Claudio just picked up both guys from FTR on his shoulders. That is a beast. A beast. Oh, my video only has 38 minutes left. Perfect. Ooh. Oh, damn, that's 3 weeks from tonight. Big business, 3 weeks from tonight. What do you guys think? Like, Mercedes Moné is 100% showing up at Big Business. Do you think Okada is going to show up as well? Because that's what I'm hoping for. Claudio is the Swiss Superman. Claudio is stacked. I was standing right in front of him. I was at Forbidden Door when it came to Toronto. And like I was front row-ish. And I was standing off to the side and he walked by. He's a big boy. He's a big guy. I've got a segment plugging. I've got a segment plugging your WrestleMania 25 review channel with my next video, which is WrestleMania 25 review of my own. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch yours and compare. It's weird because if you go back through these WrestleManias, there's been a couple good women's matches, but overall it's fucking embarrassing. The 3-minute to 7-minute women's matches on WrestleMania cards. The one that I just watched, WrestleMania 25, is the Miss what is it called? Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale. And it was a 7-minute women's battle royale, and Santina Marella won. A man, essentially, won the only women's match on the card. Dear God. I do love Santino Marella, though. Santino Marella and R-Truth are like the two funniest people in pro wrestling. Like, you can't tell me those two, and I really loved Sandow as well. Remember Miz and Sandow? The Miz, what were they called? Mizdow or something? I don't know. I loved him too. But R-Truth and Santino, A1. And for some reason, I didn't remember, did not remember that Vicky Guerrero cheated on Edge when they were married with The Big Show. That was a shock. Thank you, John. Ms. Dow. Yes, I'm not a huge Miz fan, but those two together, stunning. We need more comic wrestlers like Santino and R-Truth. R-Truth is carrying the comedic relief in the WWE. Actually, he's carrying the WWE. And Drew McIntyre. AEW should replace the trios title with women's tag titles. Robert. Okay, so what's her name? Patricia. Who just signed with AEW? Oh. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze again. Am I getting allergies? If I'm getting allergies, that's a good sign. That means spring is coming. Hey, Ashley, how's it going? Sandow is totally serious person now in NWA. Yeah, I haven't watched NWA like pretty much ever. Thank you, MTK. Oh, yeah, that feels like allergies. Loving what Drew's doing. Very entertaining. Drew, I love Drew. I love him so much. Anyway, AEW just signed a woman writer that used to work for WWE. She worked there for 6 years. And apparently she's really close with Mercedes Moné. And she worked in the WWE writing for the women's division on SmackDown. And she's rah about women's wrestling. So I have a feeling, fuck, what's her name? I just saw it on Twitter. Yes. Thank you, Robert. Jennifer Pepperman. So apparently she was all about women's wrestling on SmackDown, all that good stuff. So I am really hoping between her, 1, 2, John Moxley just kicked out to Cash Wheeler. Oh, this is going to be a time count out, isn't it? Yeah, so I have a feeling between Jennifer Pepperman, I love that name, and Mercedes Moné, the women's division is going to cook, as the kids would say. And I am super excited for it. So I could totally see women's tag belts coming our way in this year for sure. This is going to be a time limit draw. I calling it. Leroy, aka that man. What is up, nasty Leroy? Oh, 1, 2. John Moxley just kicked out. He kicked out again. What the fuck was Dax just doing with his tongue? How is he doing that? How is he just doing that? What the fuck, bro? Did anybody else see that? Anywho. What's good, Unlimited? How's it going, pal? Friend? You've been watching WWE on Sundays? On Sundays? Girl, what? WWE doesn't come up on Sundays. Oh my God. John, no, I will not be watching Chamber at 5:30 in the morning. There is nothing in this world that could get me up at 5:30 in the morning. Not one thing. Name something right now. I'm not waking up for it. Not you could dangle $1 billion in front of my face. I swear on God, I would not wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Danhausen is the comic character for AEW. You know who is the underrated comic character for AEW? Maria May. That woman is freaking hilarious. Unlimited. Oh, you're at work? Slacking, are ya? Slack-lacking over there. Unlimited. Yeah, the show started with BBC. I always call them BBC because of the British comedy or whatever. The BCC and FTR. And I think it's going to a time limit draw, y'all. I am up before 5 a.m. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, good on you. I probably waste the day. But I'm not getting up before 8 a.m. Absolutely not doing it. Dalton Castle's great. He needs to be. I've been tweeting Tony Khan. I'm sure he doesn't listen to me whatsoever, but Dalton Castle needs to be on that show. On AEW Dynamite, I mean. Dalton Castle is up there with R-Truth for me. Said what I said. Said what I said. Luna, do you watch RJ City? Hey you. Yes, I do. I love RJ City so much. Goldust was the funniest wrestler, especially with Booker T. Yes. Yeah, Goldust was pretty funny too, but in like a weird way. You know what I mean? I don't know. His comedy was definitely different. Oh, Dax. Dax kicked out somehow. A Dalton Castle R-Truth crossover, sign me up. Oh my god, I would die. I told you, time limit. Time limit draw. Called it. Love to see it, because then we get this again. Unlimited, Anna Jay for the win on Rampage this Friday. No disrespect to Mariah May. I love Mariah May, but I'm with you. Anna Jay deserves it. She's been with the company since like the beginning. And she's, first of all, she is stunning. Like, not to compare women, but that woman, actually, I'm not going to do it. I was going to say something. I was going to say she is the most stunning woman on the roster. But everybody's beautiful in their own way, so I take that back. But that woman is stunning. She's great in the ring. She's charismatic. Push Anna Jay, for the love of God. These guys have great chemistry together. The BCC and FTR are fucking phenomenal. What happened to John Moxley's head? Ball. Is there something wrong with Cash Wheeler? Nasty. How's it going, Nasty? I will be awake for Chamber at 5:30 Saturday morning. Luna Havoc for it. Yeah. What's going on? That was mayhem. Elimination Chamber. I'm going to watch it later in the day. Again, I'm not. I think it's on Saturday morning as well, which I work till 9 p.m. Friday, and then I have to be back at work at 9 a.m. the next day for Saturday. And even if that weren't the case, I'm not getting up at 5:30. I was debating this. Anna Jay would be great AEW TSB champion, the prettiest woman on the roster. I agree. I mean, I shouldn't have said that, you know, but it's kind of true just because she's like literally perfect. Luna, I agree about Jay. Also push Blue more.
So he's barely cleared to compete. Yeah, but I'm cleared. So if I'm cleared, I'm gonna wrestle. I'm gonna take these personal.
Orange Cassidy is barely cleared, but he's like, well, I'm cleared. So that's all I needed to hear. Put them in a cage and let them go nuts at Revolution. Oh, BCC versus FTR in a cage match at Revolution. I might drive down to North Carolina for that. I gotta check if my passport's up to date. Hey Luna, yes, Anna J. Gorilla Jack, is someone hurt? I thought Cash Wheeler was hurt, but I think he's fine. Geez, Elimination Chamber starts at 5 or 6 in the morning. Well, because it's in Australia, so time zones. It'll be 5:30 a.m. here. Oh. Gorilla Jack, we shouldn't complain for once they're getting a pay-per-view regular time. Oh yeah, no. And there are people complaining that Australia and North America aren't in the same time zone. Like, get over yourselves. Just watch it later. Wake up at 5:30 in the morning, like, it's absolutely ridiculous. They finally get a show and they get to watch it and go to bed at a decent hour once. Like, Elimination Chamber in Australia the time is not the same at different places. The same with New Japan Pro Wrestling shows and events. Yeah, exactly. I don't think people quite grasp that, America isn't the center of the world. I don't think they quite understand that. John, time limit draw for BCC and FTR brawl after that. Yeah. Gorgeous, stunning. I'm glad it was a time limit draw. It's on demand. I'll wake up at a normal time and watch it. I need my sleep. That's the thing. Like, just stay off the internet. If you don't want spoilers, stay off the internet, watch it when you have some time, and move on. It's once. Ashley, I'm from the UK. So what time would Elimination Chamber be for you? How does that time zone work? Same here, US. Luna, do you think Moxie will win the IWGP title at Windy City Riot? Yes. That's all. I said Jay White would have made a better, more compelling champion than Joe. I like Joe a lot, but Jay is what AEW need far as that Kenny Omega title run. I'm happy that Joe is getting a run with the title. That being said, I do not need this to be a long run. Like, I'd like it to be a short one, maybe lose it at Revolution. $10 a.m., I believe. Oh my God, that match, that Texas death match between Orange Cassidy and Matt Taven was crazy. I love Matt Taven. Gorilla Jack, just noticed your tattoo. It is from They Live. Do many people ask me if it's Donald Trump, though? Like, does that look like Donald Trump? Maybe a little bit. Oh, my WrestleMania 25 video has 18 minutes left. Oh, FTR, what do you have to say?
Here's the thing is, I come here to kick their ass. That's what we came here to do. Because they think they run this place. They think we bow down to nobody. We don't bow down to nobody. So what I suggest, Revolution's coming up, huh? I don't have a match. You don't have a match. They don't have a match. I say Revolution.
Yes, Revolution. Yes, Revolution. They don't have a match. They don't have a match. Revolution. Let's go. Come on, call it. BCC versus FTR. Revolution, please. Let's go. Get an extra plane ticket for Cash Wheeler's mullet. Let's go. Let's do this. MDK, I need a Metallica tattoo. My friend, what's the Metallica? The star? Whatever that big star thing is from Metallica. She had it on the back of her leg, and it was so big. And I can't with Metallica. Hear me out, Eddie Kingston. Also, don't get me wrong, but he needs to drop. He could literally take the ROH title, wipe his butt with it, and set it on fire, and he could still, I still wouldn't say anything bad about that man. He can do what he wants, where he wants. You leave Eddie Kingston out of this. I'm sorry, I love him so much. I think he's just so great. ROH title should not be defended on Dynamite or Collision. Totally agree. That being said, back to Eddie Kingston. Who's BCC? I keep getting confused with BBC. Hawk, me too. I call it BBC all the time. The BCC is Claudio. Who is it? Who is in the BCC? Claudio, John Moxley. Where's Wheeler Yuta? Wasn't he in it at one point? Where'd he go? Jack Harwood. Dax Harwood would be a great investment piece if he ever got a solo run. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. He's great on the mic, that man. Luna, I take it Cash is your favorite. Dax is technically my favorite. Cornette always calls it the BBC. Yeah, he probably calls it that because man is going through dementia at the current moment. Probably doesn't even know where he is. Probably can't even spell BBC. Mox, Claudio, Yuta, and Brian. Yeah, where's Brian at? Where's Yuta at? Yuta. They really should rename their group. Always getting it confused. I like their name. It's just, yeah, when you shorten it to the BCC, you know, it does get very confusing. You are correct. What's going on with TNA? So if you follow me on Twitter, I reshared Moose put up a statement. I don't know. It just seems like Scott probably wanted to spend more money. They don't want to spend more money. A bunch of people wanted to leave. Josh Alexander wanted to leave, but they extended his contract because of past injuries. It's not a good look. I will say that. It is not a good look for the TNA people. I think Yuta is injured and Brian is facing Eddie at Revolution. Oh, right. And yeah, Wheeler Yuta, I totally forgot that he even existed. Wheeler Yuta on the mic needs a little bit of work.
I personally don't have a problem with that, and try to do that, try to help out. Oh, I don't have a problem with it, yeah. But it's very apparent. I mean, but think about Orange Cassidy's first reign as international champion and everything that he endured throughout that.
Hello, George. How's it going? I only watch AEW and Memphis Wrestling YouTube channel. I have been watching AEW, TNA, and Revolution, and a little bit of WWE, but not too much. Yuta is injured. If not, just probably don't have anything for him at the moment, but the BBC There we go again with the BBC, is going to Mexico to fight those CMLL people soon. Yuta is in that match. Oh yeah. I'm going to TNA taping at the ECW arena in March with my boy. You're so lucky. I want to go to Philly one day. Luna, I saw that Steve Macklin contract expires in May with TNA. Do you think he stays with them? I think it would be in his best interest to stay with them at the current moment. Like, unless he wants to do an indie run, but I couldn't see. He's been with the WWE before. Maybe he could go back to NXT or something. There really is no place for him in AEW at the current moment. But maybe because his wife is there, he would go to AEW. It's quite possible. But I think AEW has so many great stars right now, he would fade into the background. Yay, Luna, did you see The Rock on SmackDown in his vest? I sure did. I sure did see him. It was something. He was definitely yapping. I'll give him that. George, I live in Duval, Jacksonville, Florida, home of AEW. I've never been to Florida before in my life. Can you imagine Josh Alexander versus Bryan Daniel or Josh Alexander versus Jay White? I would love that. I feel like we would have seen, if TNA let Josh Alexander out of his contract or let him do the indies or like show up other places for a little while instead of extending his contract, I think we would have seen him in AEW, at least for a few matches, you know? Hello, Steve. Unlimited, Good Brothers left from being the best tag team in the world to being involved in nothing, now on a developmental. Oh yeah, they're in NXT now. I am going to be completely honest with you though. The Good Brothers have never tickled any of my fancies. They were in TNA for a bit. And they reminded me of the Good Hands, you know? They're kind of just existing. Maybe they were cooler in Japan, but I don't know. Who is it? Oh, it's Mike Bennett versus Orange Cassidy right now.
Orange Cassidy, Mike Bennett of the Undisputed Kingdom, going at it one-on-one here tonight.
Did you notice at the very end of SmackDown, The Rock actually threw up an L? Oh, like he did this? I did not. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Unlimited, I liked the Good Brothers when they were running with Kenny. That's it. Yeah, they're not like a centerpiece. They're like the pieces on the outside. They're the little spoon on the table, you know? Like they're there. You might use them once in a while, but like what are they really for, you know? We are pro wrestling. Rock also pointed at Roman when... Rock also pointed to Roman when saying, I'm going to make sure you walk out of WrestleMania a loser. A loser. Loser. What's that show Steve Buscemi was on? It's like a meme too. And he's like carrying a skateboard and it says music on his shirt. And he's like, hello, fellow kids. That's how I feel with The Rock when he talks. to be honest. Oh. Yeah, I noticed that. Can't wait to see where the storyline with The Rock goes. I don't think it was Boardwalk Empire. Anyway, the Hello Fellow Kids meme. His $500 vest from 1999, now a $935. 30 Rock. Yes, thank you. When you ride with us, die and 10-4. Sting is my favorite, George. Sting is my favorite professional wrestler of all time. Ow, ow. Mine is Eddie Guerrero. George is 43. Hello, 43-year-old George. My name was also supposed to be George. My mom wanted to name me as a girl George, but my dad wouldn't let her. Kind of wish she did, to be honest. Just saw Bennett with the Jay Briscoe armband on. Oh yeah, he is. I like that. Blessing Wrestling Podcast. How's it going? 3 Orange Cassidy with the win, y'all. Eddie was the best. Eddie was the best. And I know we're not supposed to talk about Chris Benoit, but I'm gonna. When they did the what's it called? Like when after Eddie Guerrero died and everybody lined up and they rang the bell, watching Chris Benoit boo-hoo cry makes me boo-hoo cry every time. And I know he's not a good person. Is that Jake Hager? Where was he at? Where's his hat? I totally forgot about him. Okay, I didn't realize I missed Jake Hager that much, to be honest. No, Jake Hager actually helped Orange Cassidy. Who's this guy? Why is she dating this guy? What's happening? Revolution, Elimination Chamber, No Surrender, MLW, Imitation Games. What are y'all most ready for? Also, this weekend is No Surrender, the TNA pay-per-view. Me personally, Revolution. Oh, you did say No Surrender. My bad. I don't know why I skipped over that. Or I said it. I don't know. I'm very tired. Anyways, Revolution. I said this on Instagram, and I'll say it here, and I got my ass handed to me for saying this. I am more excited for Revolution. Is that Ric Flair? Is he going to cry again? Anyways, I'm more excited for Revolution than I am WrestleMania. Said what I said. They're in Oklahoma. He's from Oklahoma. Who's from Oklahoma? Oh, Ric Flair. Ric Flair drip. I mean, he does dress nicely. Oh, Hager is from Oklahoma. What the hell is Ric Flair still doing in AEW? I'm surprised he's still alive, to be completely honest with you. Man is like 107. Okay, I'm going to pause for a cause. Give me 1 sec. Hello again. Please, 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 for the love of God, where in the love of God is Pac? I think he's injured or he had like visa issues or something.
When I signed up for this, I figured I'd be a bigger part of the picture. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm not upset with Sting, the person, or Sting, the icon. I'm just upset that I'm not more involved. It's probably a personal problem I have with myself, but feeling I should be right. And never better than I haven't been here for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Right. So I'm just gonna, between you and I, explore some options. Okay, understood. I'm gonna put you in the middle, but then just tell them the truth. Okay.
Ric Flair said he's going to explore some options because Sting won't invite him to the party. Oh, he's going to go to the Young Bucks, isn't he?
You got time? Let's talk. Thanks. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the executive vice presidents of All Elite.
Look, I know we're not supposed to like Flair, but I like this. I like that Flair is going with the Young Bucks because he doesn't feel like he's... Yeah, Flair is going to turn on Sting and the Young Bucks are going to win at Revolution. Did he just say John Cena? Oh, Daniel Garcia. I was very confused there for a second. Ashley Thomas. I can't wait to go to AEW in March and see Daniel Garcia do the step dance. And Prince Nana better do his dance. What happened with Daniel Garcia, they said? I don't know yet.
For the TNT Championship. Unfortunately, we saw what happened, and the Rated R Superstar is unable to compete. He's on the shelf. But
Adam Copeland is injured for real?
we've got a big announcement for you coming up at Revolution. Fans, this man will get his TNT title shot.
All elder wrestling. Daniel Garcia's like 20. 5, I think. Daniel Garcia versus Christian. Alex Wright versus Daniel Garcia dance off. Do I still do live on TikTok? I do not. I don't really like TikTok, to be honest. Once TikTok started taking all the music down and now most of my videos are frigging muted, like, what's the point? Garcia versus the patriarchy.
A couple months ago, when I was at the lowest point of my career, maybe one of the lowest points of my life, I started to lose that confidence and I started to lose that feeling. I really did.
Oh, Daniel Garcia. I hope he beats Christian.
Going through all that, 3 seconds is all I needed. 3 seconds is all that I needed. And at the end of the Continental Classic, I got those 3 seconds. I took full advantage of those 3 seconds, and those 3 seconds changed my life.
Hi, Luna. Hi, Christopher Jackson, Denver.
Every single time I got
Were you a WCW girly back in the day? I can kind of tell. Yeah, I was. WCW. I'm more of an ECW girly, to be honest. Nowadays, anyway.
and Adam Copeland, nobody knows how that match was going to end last week, but I have full confidence that if that match went on any longer, I would have made you tap.
Can see Copeland costing Christian the belt and Garcia becoming a new champion. That is what I'm hoping.
And you see, it's not over between you and I because I am going to see you again. But you better believe that the next time you see me, I will be holding the TNT title.
Daniel Garcia is low-key scary. Like, he doesn't look intimidating, and then he starts yelling at you, and you're like, "Buh."
Christian Cage, I have a message for you.
I feel like he would bite you, you know?
Step in the ring with me.
Get in the ring with that guy, he just bite your ear off. He looks like a biter. Christopher, sorry, keep up the hard work. I'm sorry I don't catch live stream lately. It's okay. I only do live stream once a week. Because live streaming more than that makes my head hurt. Ashley, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you do live on YouTube. Woo, woo. Well, I'll be here every Wednesday, and I will be back for Revolution as well. So WWE still hasn't put Jade in a match. Like, they're not even trying to give her something for Mania. If they're trying to team her with Bianca, they can do a better job. Her, like, this is the thing. As somebody that has lost a parent, you know, I think she should deal with that because her mom died like 2 months ago. 2 months ago, something like that. So, I don't want to ride them too hard because she might be taking some time to, like, you know, spend time with family, get her mental health on track. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just saying, like, her mom did just die recently. So
And I have to say, as much as I'd love to step in the ring with you and wrestle one-on-one for this championship,
that being said,
I really don't think it should happen at Revolution. And it's not that I don't think you're worthy, Daniel. It's that I don't think you're ready.
Christian is saying they shouldn't have the match
Crazy, Daniel, I think I need to tell you.
at Revolution, him and Daniel,
Now, don't get me wrong.
because Daniel's not ready.
I like your dance moves and your gyrations just fine. But they're just that. They're distractions, aren't they?
I could see Ric Flair woo screwing Sting over at AEW Revolution. I think so. Are you live streaming during No Surrender Friday? No, because I work till 9 p.m. on Friday, and then I have to be back at work the next day early. Christian is a genius. Come out and sell this match. Yeah. Christian is on the run of his life. Christian has been the best in AEW. He is my favorite heel in pro wrestling right now, even over Drew McIntyre. I am a hairstylist.
You didn't have so many happy memories, did you? Hey, I have a question for you. Do you know a Jackie Garcia that lives at Two Baker Court in Buffalo, New York? And can you confirm to me that Jackie was married to David Garcia?
Why is he?
I understand that David Garcia is your father,
Oh, God. Is he dead?
and your father is dead. Now, wouldn't it be a beautiful fairy tale ending for you to walk into Revolution, win my TNT championship, raise it above your head in memory of your late great father? But let's be honest, Daniel. You know as well as I do, your father wasn't so great, was he? Your father was actually a piece of crap. Your father was a loser alcoholic that lost his life to the bottle. And unlike him, I don't want to hurt you, Daniel. I want to help you. Unlike him, Daniel, I want to make sure you realize your full potential. At Revolution, Daniel, I don't want to be your opponent. I want to be
Your father?
your father.
My God, that doesn't ever get easy to hear. That's for sure.
You're not going to like what's going to happen, I. But since you want to talk about dead relatives so much, since you know so much about my dead father, how about you come down to the ring and I'll put you in the ground right next to him?
Put you in the ground right next to him? God damn. Y'all, that was nuts. I think I just had an out-of-body experience. AEW needs to give Christian the mic every week. They really do. And Daniel Garcia, apparently. Luchasaurus can't even climb in the ring. This dinosaur get-up is getting in the way. The Patriarch, Christian Gage is the man. Guys, that was really uncomfortable. Give Christian his own talk show again. Remember when Christian and DDP had their rivalry? And Christian Cage would always do that, like, DDP smile. Remember that? Even that was gold. Christian's always been the best. Man, that was crazy. That went hard in all the wrong ways. RVD, Hangman Adam Page, and Hook.
Opportunity for all three of us. Opportunity for you, Hook, to avenge your loss to Samoa Joe. And an opportunity for you, Rob, to redeem yourself after you lost to Swerve Strickland in a hardcore match.
Piper said there's heat and there's white heat. When people came over the rails and tried to beat up the wrestlers, Piper even got stabbed in the back. Oh my God. People are nuts.
This is serious shit. We have a chance tonight before Revolution to hurt Swerve Strickland, and that's what we're going to do. That is our plan. Stick to it. You both own me. Yeah.
RVD's too high. He doesn't give a shit. It's actually a 4-man team. RVD, Hook, Hangman, and Hangman's mustache. Honestly. Oh, it's Tony time. Unlimited, is Hangman heel or face? I don't think he's either. I think he is just unhinged and losing his mind. I don't think he really is either. And I kind of like that. I like when there's like complex characters. That's what I liked about MJF, you know? Who is this? I don't know who Sydney Whittle is, but I don't like her. I'm going to be honest with you.
She took a moment to soak it all in, and that's when the champ seized on her, Tony. That's one of the reasons she's the champ. Now, listen, Toni Storm, ever since she got lost to Hikaru Shida, has been very, very bizarre. Of course, she won the world title back.
Shades of gray. And that's what I like. It's more realistic, you know? Like when MJF was full heel, but then he would drop stories about being bullied as a child. And I like that kind of stuff. I don't need like black and white characters. I want a little complex characters. You know? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need a video package for every character either. You know what I'm saying? Sting, Darby, the Young Bucks, Ric Flair tonight. Going to be good. Can't wait to see the drama. My loves Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb have matches on Collision this Saturday. That's pretty exciting. Not against each other though, right? I honestly haven't seen anything about Collision, and I think because there's so much wrestling coming up. I love when they show Toni Storm and it just like fades to black and white. It looks so cool. Okay, but do we actually think Deonna Purrazzo is going to win against Toni Storm at Revolution? Oh, that looks so cool. The black and white like that with the color on one side. Oh my God. I love that. Such a good idea. We are pro wrestling. No. Luna, who do you want to win? Storm or Perazo? I want Storm to win, but I want it, I need a little bit of funny business in there. I don't want her to win clean, you know? I want this storyline to continue. Madison Rain? Crazy. WrestleMania weekend is crazy in Philly. Madison Rain isn't a jobber? What on earth? Deanna is representing for us New Jerseyans. Did you just make that up, or do they actually call themselves New Jerseyans? Also, I'd really like to go to Philly one day for WrestleMania weekend, just not when WrestleMania is there, if that makes sense. You know? This is the quietest the crowd has been all night, by the way.
Tony, we have seen Deanna the last few weeks. I mean, she arrived in AEW already one of the best technical wrestlers in the world.
I'm talking about the Sydney and Storm match.
She's really upped her game. Yeah, she has. And here's a young woman that was credited with restarting the ROH women's division.
Madison Rain is great. I feel like, doesn't Madison Rain work backstage at AEW? Christian and Garcia had that crowd moving. Oh my God, that Christian and Garcia working together. I'm super excited for this because that went so hard.
Taking advantage, ducks underneath, little misdirection there by Deanna.
AEW should do a run with the beautiful people. If they bring women's tag belts to AEW, I think they need to bring in the beautiful people. I don't think they're both wrestling anymore, though, are they? Bye, Hawk. Need that Garcia Nick Wayne match. That is gonna go really, really hard too. Oh my God. Hello. Madison Rain, Velvet Sky, and Angelina Love. I don't think Velvet Sky is wrestling anymore. I could be incorrect, though.
In a complimentary fashion. I got you. Right now, it's all Madison Rain here, guys. Front headlock taking her down. Right there, down, flattened out. And all of Madison Madison's weight on the back of the neck, which is very smart of Madison Ranger.
Madison is an AEW coach.
Happy with herself right now. She's got a beautiful smile. She really does. And she is a great technical wrestler. She is. She definitely is. There's no doubt about
Daniel Lowe FTR is going to win at Revolution. If you mean tonight, they already had their match. It was a time limit draw.
Yeah, see, this is the thing with Madison, the veteran. She understands when she's got an opponent hurting. Gets herself another front headlock.
You need to apologize to Maxine. Call someone trash. Who's Maxine? Don't know her. You play any video games? I'm trying to stream Fire Pro Wrestling shows for my promotion. The only video game I've ever played in my entire life is Silent Hill. I've played all of the Silent Hills multiple times, years and years and years ago. But no, I don't play any video games. I would like to play Silent Hill again. But no, I don't own any consoles or anything. This match is going so hard. No, not hard. Sorry. It's going okay. It's actually just going a lot longer than I thought it would. Silent Hill for PS1. Yeah, well, I played all of them, so I think they were on PS1, but then they had one on the Wii as well. Silent Hill 4, I think, was on PS2. You know Maxine from Monday Night Raw? No, I don't know her. If Mariah Carey was here right now, she would say, no, I don't. Oh, Maxine! Yeah, no, she's bad. She's really bad in the ring. She's terrible. Let's be honest. Come on. The amount of delusion to say that girl is good in the ring. She is stunning. Hilarious. Her worm is super good. But to say that she can wrestle, I don't know. You're going to have to disagree. Agree to disagree there, Curvin. I don't understand why Wardlow's still getting squash matches when there are equals in AEW like Miro, Lance, Archer, Anthony, Hobbs. Honestly, let's do more with Hobbs, please. Daniel, did you miss anything in Dynamite? Are you just tuning in right now? You missed the BBC. Damn, BBC. The BCC versus FTR that went to a time limit. It seems like they will be having a match at Revolution. Daniel Garcia and Christian, their promo was ridiculously good. Those are the two big things that you missed. Oh, here comes Tony Storm. Unlimited Ash by Elegance is going to be in a match on TNA tomorrow. Oh, no way. Against who? Did they say who? I actually really liked Dana Brooke when she was Dana Brooke. I don't love the name Ash by Elegance, though. Doesn't do anything for me. That being said, she is so talented. I'm so excited. Daniel, what do you do? Oh my God. Tony Storm putting on lipstick in the most unhinged way possible. What is she doing? Oh. Wait, what the heck is Tony Storm doing? That is a good question. I mean, that would throw me off my game. What about you? I wouldn't want to have a match with somebody like that. Look, she's putting it on her teeth as Luther carries her up the ramp. I love her. Thanks, George. Hi, Daniel. Oh my God. Tony Storm is wearing that entire tube of lipstick on her face. TNA gave Josh that contract because they knew he'll take off somewhere else. The Walking Weapon versus John Moxley or Claudio. That would have been amazing. But yeah, apparently somebody was saying, where did I hear this? I think it was Sean Ross Sapp put something up that Josh was willing to negotiate with TNA. But he wanted to kind of do, see what else was out there. So they were like, no, screw that. We're signing you or extending your contract. So name one wrestler that you did not like, but grew on you and now you like. Mine was The Miz.
Bucks, I want you to look at this. Right here. This is a photo of Sting and his sons, Garrett and Steven. You remember them, right? Of course you do. When this photo was taken, they were about the same age.
Oh, actually, you know what? Tiffany Stratton. I thought she was so annoying, but she's actually amazing. Tony is great at her gimmick. She is loving her life with this gimmick right now. Raquel Rodriguez is back. I did see that. Deonna Purrazzo is good also. She's so good. I don't think she's quite found her footing in AEW yet. I know she hasn't been there that long, so give it time, but she's so talented.
Lots going on in my own personal life in the last couple of weeks. The Bucks, and only 7 days ago or so, another family member of mine, my father, passed away.
Oh.
He was like a hero to me. He taught me right.
Did Sting just say his dad died?
Makes me think a lot about my own mortality. I used to think I was so invincible, Sometimes I do feel that way still. But time catches up with everyone, and it caught me for sure. I know that truly I am not invincible. But one thing that I do know, everything that I have left in me, I'm bringing to Revolution. And it's going to meet you face to face.
Watching Sting do anything makes me want to tear up. Yeah, this promo is pretty sad as well. Holy. I went to Cancun, Mexico. It was relaxing by the ocean. Oh, that's so nice. Mexico is beautiful. I hope Crow Sting shows up at Revolution. We're going to get something. Imagine Surfer Sting showed up at Revolution. That's not going to happen, but imagine. Darby Allin and Sting come out in surfer, Venice Beach, California surfer gear. The last match on the card. I think that's next. Or we might hear from the Young Bucks, yeah? Stony, come here. Come here. Come here. He doesn't want to come. He's just sitting on the couch. This show is going by really fast. AEW Dynamite has been the best weekly show recently. I can only imagine hearing crowds go crazy for you for 30 years and then bam, it's over. You got the family, but that rush must be hard to lose. Oh, yeah. And I think that's why people like Ric Flair are still out here popping hips for the pops, you know? Are they going to keep Solo on dummy missions or give him some wins? Yeah, like, he's just the muscle behind the group, I guess. I don't really know. He just helps Roman win all the time. Does Solo talk? Does he speak? I don't even think he speaks. No? Come here. Come here. Wants nothing to do with me. Solo hasn't won a match since beating Cena. Speaking of Cena, anyone see that Cena quote going around? Solo talked once. I'm just waiting for Will Ospreay to return. Well, he just finished up with New Japan, I believe, right? I feel like he's going to take some time off and he will be one of the people that shows up at Revolution, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he'll show up before that. I'm not 100% sure. People need to stop picking on Tony Schiavone because this happened last week with the Young Bucks, and I'm very unhappy. I seen the John post you put up on IG. Yes, that one. That would be the one. Cena should stop talking. Cena should stop talking, period. Yes. Do whatever else he needs to do. Just not speak. Because... Wardlow looks like a really jacked Ethan Page. Is anyone else seeing that? Ospreay had a match this past weekend at Rev Pro. Oh, yes, you are correct. Tony Khan was there. Yes. Correct. But William Ospreay should take a little bit of time off. Spend some time with his wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever she is. Go to the beach. Tune out of wrestling for a week, you know? Feel like that man... Well, he's autistic and he just really loves wrestling, you know? But he actually is autistic. I'm not making fun of him.
brings me to our former champ. The guy
Wardlow bringing up CM Punk, saying his body's still falling apart because of Wardlow. Whoop. Yeet. Whoop. I don't know how long do we have to wait for Will Ospreay. You know what? I want to see Will Ospreay too, but I think he should take some time off. At least a week. 2 weeks. Just chill. Ethan Page and Wardlow could pass as brothers. Yeah, Wardlow is just the way more jacked version of Ethan Page.
Oh yeah, that's right. I choked his ass out and I beat him too. Oh, and by the way, big shiny titles and custom suits look a hell of a lot better on me. So again, I ask, what does that make me? Because it sounds like I'm the best in the world. It sounds like I'm better than you, and you know it. It sounds like I'm the most dangerous man in the room. I am the uncrowned king of AEW, and it is time that I start eating like one because I have been starving, and I am done being fed scraps. Look at me. Look at me. I am everything a world champion is supposed to be. I'm the baddest son of a bitch to ever lace up a pair of boots. And there is no one back.
We won't see Will Ospreay till Revolution. That's more than enough time to rest up. I completely agree. I honestly don't know how to feel about this promo, but at least he said something. Yeah, he's yelling. I'll give him that. He's loud. Ethan has been killing it on A Ring of Honor. Me and Ethan Page are from the same city. And I'm only saying that because I never see people from the same city as me. So it was very exciting to hear that there was a wrestler from Hamilton, Ontario.
Friday night at Rampage, we saw the in-ring debut of the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. The combined forces of Bullet Club Gold and the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass equals victory for the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. And then after the main event this past Friday night at Rampage, they had this to say.
They have the Bang Bang Gang on Rampage? Huh. That's interesting. That is, that's something. Thank you, Gorilla Jack. I tried Twitch once, but, I don't have a PC and it was really hard. Hi, Jacob. Yes, you can. Glad you are still doing your Mania mission back to back. Yes, I am. I'm not going to lie. Can't wait till it's over. Can't wait. I'm not going to make it to WrestleMania 39 by April, though. There's no way. I'm not going to make it.
Well, coming up next on Dynamite, massive trios match, Samoa Joe Swerve Brian Cage versus Hangman Adam Page, Rob Van Dam, and then cold-hearted handsome devil.
I swear the world forgot Ethan Page and Josh were tag team Impact called the North. No, a lot of people were telling Josh when they were putting up the hourglasses. A lot of people were telling Josh to go back or go to Ring of Honor to reconnect with him. VHS is still alive. It's still alive. I brought this one out for my new WrestleMania video. My WrestleMania video, WrestleMania 25, will be up tomorrow. once it processes. Explicit hip hop you tried. Yeah, I mean it was a big project to take on, but I'll make it to, let me see. Where's their calendar? Hold on. Let's see. So today is you make it to WrestleMania 31 by Mania week. Oh, that's not bad. So I'll just have to do WrestleMania 32 to 39 after WrestleMania. And I can do that pretty much whenever I want, you know? Or should I wait till next year and start 9 weeks out from WrestleMania 41? Yeah, We Are Pro Wrestling. Let me know. What do you think I should do? Should I wait till WrestleMania 41 and start again from WrestleMania 32? I think that might make more sense. Maybe I'll take a poll as well. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I'll do it next year because then I can lead up to WrestleMania. I'll still take a poll. I'll take a poll on it. WrestleMania 23 is a sleeper, one of my favorites, probably top 4. Oh, probably 4 in my top 5. WrestleMania 23, remind me again, what was the main event? You sure did. Meat Madness. Cena versus Michaels. That was a really good one. Luna. Daniel, where's Jungle Boy? Jungle Boy showed up in New Japan at a pay-per-view, I believed, and he ripped up his AEW contract. So I don't really know what he's doing. Undertaker of Batista was so good. I did not expect it to be that good. How's your night going so far? Hey, Gothic. It's going pretty good. This has been an amazing episode of Dynamite, if I do say so. Stephen G, where is HBK? Probably at home with his wife and kids. I don't know. What do you mean? Meat Madness. Unlimited. Jack Perry is going to be in a match at Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Windy City. Didn't see who it's against, though. Zero. Random thought, is Don Callis' scar still that bad looking? I think they put a little bit of red makeup in there. It looked particularly bad tonight. Shawn Michaels hasn't been on NXT for weeks now. Well, I think there was some stuff that came out about Shawn Michaels, and he Yeah. After all the Vince McMahon stuff, and then people started digging through, and some stuff about Shawn Michaels came up, and I think he's probably sitting her out for a little bit, trying to figure out what their next move is. Daniel Garcia and versus Christian Cage. Also, HBK is a born again Christian, and I you know what, nobody's perfect, but I do believe that he got his life together. That being said, he did some pretty gross things, you know. Please don't tell me he's involved. I think it's Brutus Beefcake talking about what him and the Rockers did to women. I mean, just look it up or don't look it up, but it's not pretty, that's for sure. So anyway, that video was going around for a hot minute. And if Brutus Beefcake is going to tell that story willy-nilly, what would the point of that be lying? Like, what would the point of him lying about that be? You know what I mean? Also implicating himself in that story. So if that story is indeed true, I'm sure Shawn Michaels knows about a lot of other stuff, you know, that he has done that he probably wants to go home about. That's all I got. I don't know. For those who don't know, HBK was a wild boy back in the day. Well, the story that Brutus told was him. I don't know. Was it Brutus Beefcake? I think it was Brutus Beefcake talking about how, like, the Rockers and him, they used to, like, droog women and then have their way with them and then throw them out in the hallway nude. It was a pretty disgusting story. So, I mean, that goes beyond being wild. Like, why? I think it was Brutus Beefcake. Why would he tell that story about himself as well, but be lying about it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Whose house? That's all I got. HBK don't want that shit coming back to the light of day. That's the thing. Times were different back in the 90s. You get a lot away with a lot of stuff. He was really he was under the influence of a lot of stuff, which isn't an excuse, but it definitely doesn't help. You know what I mean? So Zero, I heard that story a long time ago. Pretty gross stuff on them shoot interviews. I know those shoot interviews I used to love. I wouldn't even watch wrestling for a good 3-4 months because all I was watching was shoot interviews. And these people would just tell on themselves in shoot interviews repeatedly. Yeah. You know what? I love RVD. I love Samoa Joe. I love Hangman Adam Page, Swerve. I love everybody in this match. Do I care about this match? Not really. I understand the storyline. Like, Hangman really wants to hurt Swerve, but I don't know. This is a lot. I really don't like these kind of matches where it's like 10 people in the ring. Unless it's like a Royal Rumble, you know? Shawn Michaels should be lucky he's alive. I mean, that too. Most of those people. Shawn Michaels barely looks alive, though, if we're going to be honest. That being said, you know what? If all those stories about him are true, terrible. Totally understand that. But I honestly feel like Shawn Michaels has turned his life around. You know? People like Vince McMahon are going to be Vince McMahon-y for the rest of their life. I don't think that man has a nice bone in his body. But I don't know. Shawn Michaels, I feel like he made an effort, you know? Wait, so are we getting RVD and Matt Riddle for 420, or is that just something I've seen in on a media preferences? I mean, we should be. If somebody hasn't booked that. This match is like pizza, candy, and ice cream. Good, but not all at once. Exactly. I don't want Rocky Road on my cheese pizza, thank you. I go to sleep. Good night. I have work. Good night, Daniel. Vince is going to the place under hell. Seriously. He's going to the murky waters where the blobfish live. Blobfish swim in waters has to be worse than hell.
Take him out ahead of Revolution. Yeah, well, let's see if it happens. Let's see if it does happen. I mean, Rob Van Dam and Hooker in to win a match. Yeah, they want their team to win. I agree with you. They're not in for any pressure bounty or trying to take somebody out. Now we see the powerful legs of Rob Van Dam with the good.
I don't agree with men taking advantage of women's in any kind, shape, or form. Well, I mean, you don't even have to be a gentleman to not agree with that, you know? Like, it's just Vince McMahon. He's going to the blobfish waters. I think we are getting Riddle versus Zack Sabre Jr. Soon Riddle is fighting a member of TMDK at Japan Windy City. Oh. Goth, I hope Vince McMahon gets jail time. He won't. I have so low hope that that's going to happen. Actually, I mean, this is a complete side thing right now. And you might not even know who I'm talking about, but there's this lady named Ruby Frankie, and she had one of those children YouTube channels. She's going to jail for 60 years for abusing her children. So, I mean, if she can go to jail, I didn't think that would ever happen. You never know, I guess. I think we will get a rag team of Riddle and RVD. There's got to be somebody booking a 420 thing for them, though. It's gotta. I gotta look into that now. No. Tag team. Yeah, I know. I knew what you meant. I was gonna say tag team, but rag team sounded better. Collision is on 420. Ooh. Ooh. Matthew Riddle on Collision? Maybe. I hope they don't sign him. Is RVD signed to AEW, or is he just here on appearance basis?
This match even more bizarre. If you look at the world champion.
George, I have one daughter. She's 23. Jeez Louise. Does she live with you?
There we go.
Yeah, that's where I seen that at.
Well, he's got Hook hurting in the corner. He's wide open. Uh-oh.
Seen what at?
Trying to shoulder blade to the back of the neck, and I think that one might have clipped Hook on the jaw.
Did you hear about that 11-year-old girl in Texas
Midsection.
that killed Lana Havoc? What?
Hook's trained hard his whole career.
Wait, say that again.
Strength to say with his core strength, you're gonna need it when a guy like Joe drops that one on your gut.
No, George, where do you live that a 23-year-old can live by themselves?
Legally low.
Tony did announce last week RVD will be on the 420 collision. Oh, okay. I really hope Matt Riddle shows up. Again, don't sign Matt Riddle, but she's got her own place already at 23? Where do you live?
Main event continues live
Do you live in the
tonight.
States?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. The odd pairing.
What does she do? How is she just living all willy-nilly by herself at 23? Oh, she lives with a roommate. Okay, that makes more sense. George, oh, Florida. Is Florida a cheap place to live or is it expensive? Or does it depend on where you are in Florida? Like I said, I've never been to Florida, so I know nothing. I really don't care about this match, y'all. This is Rocky Road on cheese pizza. I don't care. This is one Gorilla Jacket. It depends. Is Jacksonville, Florida expensive? I don't have too much interest in going to Florida. I feel like I might like it, but I don't know. It's not really top of my list places. Wait, so the 3 versus 3 Ta? What? Match? Yeah, the 3 versus 3 match. I don't care about this in the slightest. I'm sorry, is the 3 versus 3 match that boring? Yeah, it's okay. Again, I don't really like 6-man. I don't know. It's just not for me. George, Gorilla Jack. My background photo is me visiting my family in Clearwater. Got to meet Hogan at a bar too. Clearwater reminds me of Scientology. That's the only thing I think about when I hear Clearwater. Zero used to like visiting Florida as a kid, not anymore. I'd like to see it like once in my life, I guess, but again, it's not entirely important to me. Good night, Daniel. I thought you left already. This is one episode of Dynamite I could go with not seeing a time going over, you know? They've been going overtime a lot lately. Swerve just kicked Adam Page in the head outside of the ring for no goddamn reason. Wasn't even a part of the match. Unlimited, no disrespect to Joe, but Jay White would have made a more interesting champion. I totally agree. That being said, I think we talked about this earlier. I talked about it with somebody, but Joe as like kind of a transitional champion would be great. I don't want him as a long-term champion. We had MJF as champion for over a year. You know, we don't need another long-term champion. I'm going to call it one, Luna. Have a good night. Hopefully this show is over soon. It was all gravy until this match. And the problem with Jay White right now is he's not even really in the running for the heavyweight championship, and he can't be because like Swerve has to be next. It's all Rocky Road on cheese pizza. It's candy canes on poutine. Grits and gravy. What's grits and gravy? I think those two things do go together. Zero, this match feels like an hour itself. It's literally, this whole match is just revolving around Swerve and Adam Page, which is great, but like we don't need all of this, you know? Seems like a lot for no payoff. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to admit it, but when he was feuding with MJF, that title looked good on Jay. 100%. I think by the end of this year, but the thing is, Will Ospreay is coming, right? And I think Will Ospreay is going to have to do something with Jay, and it does not even have to be for a belt because that will be glorious. You know what I mean? Like Jay and Will Ospreay having a side quest feud. Zero agree, no chemistry. This match does not need to be this long, y'all. You know what? They should have just cut this down and had the Young Bucks come out and talk, because I would have been more interested. Sorry, my ponytail is more interesting than this match. My God. Guys, what is this? We had the BBC versus FTR starting off this Dynamite, and then this is ending it. Wish Naito would do some matches in AEW. I feel like AEW is going to do some crazy shit this year. I blame Adam Cole for MJF's title run being stale like that. MJF? I didn't feel like MJF's title run was stale at all. He went from like super heel to babyface to like being turned on by his best friend. His title run was magnificent. Gorgeous. Stunning. I loved it. The best friends, I loved them together. I loved it all. I honestly believe Adam Cole has the tools to be the next Shawn Michaels if he wanted to. That's how I feel about Adam Cole. Okay, Cage really didn't have to kick out there. Like, we could. Long-term booking is key. You know what? And sure, I can completely agree with long-term booking can be key, but I feel like in 2024, when people have TikTok brain, you have to find a really happy medium. Him teaming with Cole made him seem a little weak. I love his babyface run, but we needed that jackass, no good scumbag devil MJF do bad. Do bad. I want a t-shirt that says MJF do bad. I love it. I don't know. I really liked it. I don't know. Personally, I liked that for MJF's character. Like, he would talk about being bullied and not trusting anyone. And then he finally trusts someone and he becomes best friends, and that best friend turns on him. So MJF is going to come back as the biggest jerk because of that. Like, this is what happens when you trust people kind of jerk, you know? Steve G. George, I agree to some extent, but Roman needs to be done enough. It's stale, boring. Over it. Now you're bringing out Rock in a friggin' Aladdin vest. Like, it's too much. And the thing is, if Roman loses at WrestleMania, he's not going to beat Hulk Hogan's streak. I think he has to hold it till August or something like that to beat Hogan's streak. And I think that's what they're going for. They've made it too far to not do it. You know what I mean? Like, they'll never get away with doing this again for a long time. I'm gonna laugh if Roman wins again. He will. He will. And didn't Chris Danger? I don't know about that, to be honest. And then even Hogan's streak is only good for third place. Oh yeah, that also is true, but they put so much emphasis, or maybe like people have put so much emphasis on him winning or beating the streak. I don't know. T-Pain might show up, my brother, to help Cody Rhodes. T-Pain? Like the rapper? What? Not only that, look at the momentum Roman Reigns has killed. No good for business. That's the thing. Like, any star that they could have built, I don't know. I'm not saying that you need a belt to be built either, but I don't know. I think he will beat it because Hogan's name is tainted. That's the thing. When you're looking at longest streaks in pro wrestling, like, you're going to look at the top 3, you know? You're not going to look at the top 4. The top 3 are the most important. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. We're seriously going into overtime for this match.
inside the ring. Samoa Joe. Look at this. He's got that left choke locked in. Rob Van Dam is fading. Swerve Strickland trying to get back in the ring. Rob's gonna hang on. Rob Van Dam goes.
Oh, Samoa Joe just choked out RVD for the win. Only reason why it seems like Roman hasn't had a lot of matches or nobody to fight is because WWE released damn near the whole roster. And like, let's be for real right now. Who in the WWE is even like a big star right now? Roman, Seth, Cody, Randy, Drew. Like, I don't know. And I mean, Triple H also isn't doing a good job signing new people either. It seems like everybody's doing AEW. Alrighty, everybody. Show is over. I will see you next Wednesday. And I will be here for Revolution. Also, remember my WrestleMania 25 video is going up tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next week. Bye.